Let's talk about all of the cues that you should watch as we get into a brand new trading session for our own markets, because yesterday was quite good. So let's see how things are looking this morning. We have Ekta, Mangalam and Surbhi all here with the trade setup. Guys, a very good morning to all of you. Ekta, coming to you first. We did close above that 19.5 kind of mark yesterday, which is of course great. But tell us, how are things looking this morning?
Morning, Pavitra. Well, things are looking good. There's no complaints which is coming in right now in terms of what we are seeing for the market setup in the past couple of days. So the markets did extend Friday's gain. The sensex and the Nifty were at one-month highs. The mid-cap outperformance continued, with the mid-cap index posting a record close in yesterday's trading session. The Nifty is above its 20 as well as its 50-day moving averages. Now, in terms of the global cues, the US markets were closed for Labor Day. Europe is largely sluggish. Asia is largely sluggish at this point in time. Just keep your eye out on Brent crude, because that continues to be a concern on the sidelines for our markets. For the Gift Nifty, it is indicating a little bit of a soft start. Now, in terms of the other cues to watch out for, the larger picture is that watch for the sector as well as stock-specific action. For example, yesterday we had a lot of traction in railways as well as sugar stocks. We had stocks such as Bharat Forge, BHEL, which were at the fresh yearly highs. We had traction coming into a couple of these metal counters. So there is a lot of stock-specific, sector-specific buying action that we are seeing in our markets. Also, just watch out for the flow picture, because while the DIIs bought quite handsomely in yesterday's trading session, there was quite a large sell figure which came in from the FIIs. But despite that, we did have the markets which were at one-month highs. In terms of the cues, the G20 meet kicks off on the 9th and 10th of September. So that's the near-term cue. We've already discussed that we do have the CPI data as well as the US Fed meet over the next couple of weeks, which would be important factors to watch for.
All right, Ekta, thanks a lot for taking us through all of those cues. Let's also talk about all of the stocks that you should watch in today's trading session. And Surbhi is here with that entire list. Surbhi, what do you have on your radar today?
So the first one on my radar is Hero Motor. The company is going to invest up to 550 crores in Ather Energy's right issue. The next is Cipla. The company's South African arm acquires Actor Holdings for $49 million. Mahindra & Mahindra Financial Services is also on my radar. They've come up with their August monthly update. The disbursements are up 15% on a year-on-year basis, and the collection efficiency remains unchanged at 96%. Escorts Kubota. The company is going to raise prices of its tractors effective September 16th. IEX also has released their monthly business update, and for the month of August, the total electricity volumes were up 21% and the market clearing prices were up 33%. And lastly, Bombay Dyeing. The company has settled a dispute with Axis Bank over disputed land for 149 crores.
All right, Surbhi, thanks a lot for that entire list of stocks. We're going to watch for all of these in today's trading session. Finally, it's over to Mangalam, who's looking at all of the cues from the futures and options space. Mangalam, what are you tracking?
Well, it's a good day. It looks like a good day. Despite the Gift Nifty implying a 20-point downtick, the reason why I say this is because over the last few trading sessions, the dips have been bought. And yesterday, the Nifty went ahead and conquered that 19,500 mark. What was also good is that the Nifty Bank was underperforming for most part of the day, only came back in the latter half. The IT index in the second half took on the mantle of taking the Nifty higher. And if you just take a look at both the Nifty as well as the Nifty IT index, you will know that it was a big contributor in Nifty's resurgence from the lows itself. Both those lines extremely congruent with each other. However, what was confounding was the institutional cash flows, because the FIIs sold about 3,368 odd crores. The DIIs bought 2,500 crores, and all of this without being any major block deal or something. So this is something that we just need to keep an eye out on. In index futures, there was both long unwinding and a little more short unwinding that led to the FIIs buy about 150 odd crores in index futures, and their longs inched mildly higher from 51% to 52 odd percent itself. The important part, they're looking to play this upside via buying calls. So they've bought nearly 4 times the calls of puts that they bought. 2 lakh calls bought versus about 50,000 puts bought. And at the same time, on the way up, there may be some congestion is what the play is, because they've seen about 1.5 lakh calls being written, and at the same time 0.62 lakh puts being written as well. Where were these options active? 19,500 on the Nifty, telling you that 19,450 is an important support. That's the 19,500 put. And on the way up, 19,600 call has been extremely active. A premium of 35 rupees, telling you levels upwards of 19,650 may face some bit of congestion. The 19,450 mark is an important support technically as well, because we have both the 20 and the 50-day moving average out there. The Fin Nifty expiry plays out today. It is a Tuesday. So out there we have 19,850 and 19,750 options most active. And the Nifty Bank on the way up might face some resistance at 44,800. The only thing I'm watching out for, this mid-cap outperformance has also led to a lot of stocks going into F&O ban. So we have Balrampur Chini, BHEL, Hind Copper, India Cements, all of them entering F&O ban. And this is just day 3 of the series.
All right, Mangalam, thanks a lot for getting us all of those cues. That's how things are looking on the future side. But with that, it is time for our first break on the show. On the other side, we're going to track all of the cues from the commodity markets. There's a lot going on in terms of the crude move, the metal move. So stay tuned for all of those details.